Oh yes, I see. I see how it is, past Master Dan. Fashionably late. I see. Always, always. So you can see this is different than the usual, and it takes so much darn work to get this lighting right, so I can draw for you guys. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I know I use the Texas move as a reason a lot of times, but it is factual and it is truth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up some Doug, or as they know him in the 70s as the D. So this is a character from Chrono Mechanics. He's the 70s rock star slash slacker that needs to learn the meaning of teamwork. Yeah. So I'm going to put these together. I hope I have everything I need. I have my brush. I just realized I do not have my ink, so I might have to do this in a weird way. So I got my ink bottle here, my Pelican, my Miracle ink. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get some of these done for you guys. So if you are new to all this, this is, let me see if I can get this in here. This is a contest that people won. And so what we did with the Chrono Mechanics campaign is we had golden time cards that were inserted in every one of the books. And if you got one of the golden time cards, you would win this drawing. So I'm going to ink these up for all the winners. So actually, you know what might be a better way to explain this is to go to the site itself. And oh, as always, you guys, yeah, let me know in the chat. Yeah, okay, I got a sign of life. So I got George here. We got Alan Sparks. How are you? Hi. Oh, hi, Dan. How many people claim the golden ticket? That is a good question. I am not sure. One of the things I was going to run by you guys too, if you did get a golden ticket and you sent it in, you have to send it in too. So, um, so that's the thing, is you have to send it in, or otherwise you don't get the drawing. So, I don't know. I mean, there's probably been about 15 or 20 people. So I got 15 or 20 of these to go. So one of the things I was going to ask, and I'm going to give an update, put an update in the Chrono, on the Chrono page, is for you guys, if you did send a golden ticket, to remind me, because I found some of them, but just like our organization when we were leaving, wasn't always the best. So not everything got in the same place. So we're trying to compile all the cards now. That's why I really don't know how many winners off the top of my head we have. So we have I Borrow Ideas. He is lurking. What about yo, yo, yo? Let's see. What does Alan say? Hell art, and I'll get my card in one today. Oh, you'll get one, or you're going to send me one? They're not going out anymore. So that was just for the live campaign. Oh man, we got a celeb. We got Death Metal Hero in the chat. What's up, brother? All right, let me give you guys some context here, because if there's anybody new to the channel, they're like, what is he talking about? And some of you guys that come here often are like, what is he talking about? Because that's how things go around here. Okay, so this is it. So this is a book called Chrono Mechanics. I funded it a while back, but I kept it in demand so I could get some more people, the book into more people's hands, which is, it is working. It is working. So I think we closed out at 26 and we're at 50, 51, almost 52,000 right now. 745 backers. So thank you to everybody who has backed and supported this campaign. And if you're so kind, could you tweet out that this book is still in demand? That would be great. So Chrono Mechanics Retrofit, they do more before the downtime than most people do all day. So this is a 60-page self-contained PG-13 book. It's a sci-fi action adventure humor book about the adventures of Team 9.2 of Sector 7, and that's these guys right here, and how they deal with a new recruit, which is this 70s rock star slash slacker, Doug, or the D as he's known. So that's the guy with the guitar, and that's the guy I'm going to be drawing these winter pieces for, or of, I should say. Excuse me, getting a frog in the throat, as they say. I don't know where that comes from. Sounds gross. So yeah, the link is in the description. So if you guys haven't seen this, click on the link and you can kind of get up to date on what it is and what it's all about. I was also asked, I think yesterday's stream, about the variant covered collection. And I've decided that if you want to get these books individually, you can. So if you want a Caravaggio book and just a Caravaggio book, not the whole set, you can get those. So we're gonna do those as well. So the thing is, you won't get all 4 of the trading cards. You'll just get the trading card that comes with the book. So if you're a completionist, it just seems like you would want all 4 of these. That's why I set it up this way. But I have been asked that some of you want them individually. So just contact me through the site and we can work it out. What I'm doing now is, if you just order the main book, then just put a note in there and say you want one of the variants, whichever variant it is you want, and I will change those out for you. So that's one of the new things that we're doing here on the site. So let me see in the updates. Here we go. Details on the golden time card. So if you didn't know what the golden time card was, this is the fantastic golden time card. So it's an old school time card. I don't know if they punch time cards anymore. I haven't worked a Joe job in decades. So I thought it would be fun that we would put one, I think it was one out of every 10 orders got a golden time card. And so we just put these in the book and ship them out with the book. So if you open the book and there's a golden time card, you can fill the card out and then you can get one of these free drawings, which I'm going to do for you guys in a bit. So that's in a nutshell what the golden time card is. Let me see what the update is. Check Are you Chrono Mechanics books? There's already a typo. 1 out of every 10 backers has one of these golden beauties packed away inside. The Chrono campaign has been fulfilled, so yay. Now look inside your book to see if you are one of the lucky backers who received a golden time card. If you are, fill out the card with your name, days and hours worked. Don't forget to put your backer number in the upper right-hand corner so you can locate, so we can locate your address. Then return the card to us, and our Art, that's me, will be doing a 9x12 drawing of our very own rockstar mechanic, Doug. So I'm also going to do an update, and I'm going to put this link for this video in the update so people can see that I'm actually moving forward on this. And anybody who's been waiting, who has sent me one of the cards and has been waiting, I appreciate your patience. I eventually get to everything. Sometimes it just takes a little longer than I would like, but I'm pretty tenacious about finishing stuff. So I do fulfill and I do deliver. So wishing for a time machine. Let me see what else is here. No, I think that's it with the golden time card. Look at that patch. That's killer. The trading cards, this is kind of what the trading cards look like. Oh, there we go. So close to, I can taste it. So this is, we were almost to the golden time card. This was a stretch goal. I think it was a stretch goal. So if we got to the stretch goal, then everyone 1 out of every 10 would get this card. So I think I covered everything. So look at that beauty. I was thinking that some of you guys wouldn't want to give up your time cards because they're pretty cool collectibles unto themselves. So here we go. Okay, so yeah, this link is in the description, you guys. If you want, come by, check it out, and back a book if you like. I would much appreciate that. That would be killer. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I need. I have my. Let me see if I can show you. I have my drawing board over here. There's my head. My drawing board over here. Here's my computer. And it's really dark in here. It's so funny. Like I have to turn out all the lights so the camera can see the white artboard. So, and then here's this part of the desk. There's my mic. So it kind of gave you some context of what it looks like here. And so I have my drawing board over there, but I use this lap board a lot more than I ever thought I would. So this is lap board / light box. So I like this like area because I can look at the computer and and I can work at the same time. So I can kind of multitask. So I can hang out in streams and I can work and do just try to do more than one thing at a time, which is what this is kind of all about. So let me catch up. It's not my lap. Jeez, you guys are so dirty-minded. Let me see. What is? It's like my legs, I think. Yeah, see, it's just my legs. My lap is. It's more inward, so it's not a dirty stream. And also, I planned on putting the lap board here. Wait, what? About a golden ticket? Yeah, 1 out of every 10 backers got a golden ticket put in their comic. And if you did get a golden ticket, fill it out, send it to me, and I'll do one of these drawings. OG lap stream. Oh no. Yeah, I used to have a setup over my drawing board over here, but it's just it's a mess. So I kind of just put this thing together. I was going to say really quick, but there's nothing quick about this. The lighting is an absolute bitch to do anything like this. So what I'm hoping is that when I start putting an ink line to it, you'll be able to see it better. And what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of work and then I'll show it, and I'll do a little bit of work and then I'll show it. How much did it set you back? I don't know. It was probably 100 or so. Oh my gosh, another name I can't say. Ort Cloud Clown, Comet Cowboy. Okay, that is a dyslexic, I can't even say it, nightmare right there. Hell Art, Hell Chat, Hell Comics Gay, hell yeah, Hell Phantom Menace. Yes, indeedy do. Danky Frankie. Let's see. Art just finished watching the stream in which you explained how the scum at Marvel betrayed you. Sorry that happened to you. You remind me of my dad. You are a decent guy. Cool, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, Marvel, they're pretty skanky. They're pretty skanky, Frankie. Yeah, I don't dig those guys. And I am in a much better place right now, hanging out with you guys and drawing and doing independent books just for you guys, just tailored for the Comicsgate crowd and anybody else that wants to be involved. But let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, see, Danky, this is what they do with your knife. Anybody who's nice in the stream is going to get hurt. I think of Art as more of a grandpa type. Oh, you guys. I was going to say you guys suck, but I think it's pretty funny, actually. Thank you, Frankie. There was a bit of a stir back when that art video first posted. Yeah, there was a little bit of ripple effects. It's so funny how this industry and how just people are in general. Art is the Attenborough of Comicsgate. Yeah. Oh, there's the Wolf, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Good guy. The Wolf is good. Todd. Art is very much a decent guy, while the others are decent company. Or others are, what is that? Decent guy, dissent companies. Is that right? They're pieces of poop, is what he's saying. Okay, let me find my ink. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ink this the Scott Williams way. So Scott actually just holds the bottle. Hold on for a minute. This could get messy, so I'm gonna make sure I got something here to clean up the mess. So what he does is he does this, and he just kind of, man, it's so dark in here, and he just kind of drops ink on his pen. In this case, it's a brush. So you know what I don't have? I just realized, hold on for a sec. When I use a brush, I usually have this kind of blotter or piece of paper where I'll twist the brush. So I'll keep a tip on it, and I just realized after doing that, I don't have enough ink here. So here we go. Once I get set up, I can move pretty fast, but it's a darn setup. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this. I hurt my thumbs. Like, see that? They're weird. I don't know if it's arthritis or I can barely move my thumbs. So I'll try to get through this. Try not to spasm. So let's go with some of the bigger ink strokes here. Okay. So this is going to be just kind of a nice brush and ink drawing, kind of quick, kind of way of doing things. I like this kind of look. I like kind of just like thick brush strokes. I usually don't get to do that, um, with my normal work. So this is always fun. These live streams, I get to draw and ink differently than I usually do. So the outside structures are always thicker, and then I go thinner as I go inside the more detailed areas. So this is where we're at so far. So let's get some chin in here. So once I get warmed up, these go pretty fast. So let me get a little bit more ink on this brush and hopefully not get it all over the place. Isn't this weird? Like the thumb, like it's got two positions. I got like this position or straight up and down. I don't have any in between. Okay, let's go. Get some hair. Key to hair for me is always good movement. So let's finish up the side of his face. Let's get his nose in here. So I'll give you a little update. It's coming along. It's just something, I just wanted to do something nice for you guys. These free drawings, just as a way to thank you for all the support and everything that you do for me and my family. I do appreciate it. You guys are the best. I had no idea that this type of community existed or could exist or could be built until it was built. So I'm very thankful for Comicsgate and for you guys that support us. Yeah, it's a great place to be, and like I said before, I've pretty much done everything and worked for everybody at some point, and I've never really seen anything like this before. I think people like to say it's like a hate group or whatever they crappy things they like to say, but the thing is, I do believe that they're a little jealous, and I don't think people like it when you hold up a mirror to their shenanigans. Or even just have a critical point of view. Like sometimes it's just a matter of having a critical point of view um, that they just don't like. So then they try to shut you down. So I wanted to make Doug smoke because everybody smoked in the 70s. And I didn't see a problem with it. I grew up in a household that smoked, and I didn't think my parents were evil. I didn't think my sisters were evil. I didn't think my aunts and uncles were evil. I know that right now, you know, uh, cigarettes and the government likes to crack down on them and make them seem like they're evil people, but you know, they're not. They're just people. So let me see here. So we got the first one is done. Let me get the whole image in there. So this is Doug, aka the D, 70s rock god. So some lucky golden ticket winner will get this piece. So also, you guys, I found these when I was going through stuff. So I did a couple extra for, I think this was for the Second Chance campaign. So if you guys are interested in any of these, just get a hold of me. Just message me. You can message me through my website, art by tbear.com, and you can contact me through there. Or I'm everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. So there's multiple ways to get a hold of me. So I have this, and then I have a few of these left, actually. And then I found this. I did this on a live stream. I think that actually Mike Mignola, they published a book based on his pop culture drawings. So I thought they were so good, they inspired me to throw some ink over them because they were just penciled. So this is Mike Mignola's pencils and my inks. I did them on a live stream. I don't know if it's still up, but you might be able to find it. So this is H.R. Puffin stuff. He can't do a little because he can't do enough. It used to boggle my mind as a kid. So we got that. So if you guys are interested in those, just let me know, and we can work out some details and figure that out. So let me see if I can get another one of these Doug drawings going. Maybe I'll do 2 or 3 of these for the live stream. I know that some people don't like live streams. They think they're boring. I'm not that guy. I like them. Yeah, as long as the artist talks. Like sometimes um, they just don't say anything. They're just quiet, and they just draw. There's a couple artists that I watch on YouTube every once in a while, and they don't really say anything. Like I said, I don't mind, but I can see how some people wouldn't like that or think it was entertaining. Because I think artists like it because they're interested in that sort of thing, but not everybody is interested in the process of how something's done. I happen to just be one of those guys that absolutely loves it. Like I love to see how things are made. I just the other day when I was a kid, they had these things, they were called moldoramas, and they were like little vending machines, and they would be at not malls, but like entertainment places like in California they had this place called Marineland, and it was like SeaWorld, I guess. And they had those things, and you put like $1 in or something like that, and then it actually molds like a porpoise or a killer whale or something like that. And it's just like, what is it, like a two-piece injection mold, and you can see it. It's all like this dome, and you can see these things being made. And as a kid, I always thought that was really cool. I remember, I think Universal Studios had one, and you could get a Frankenstein made. So that was neat. I think Disneyland. I mean, probably all the amusement parks had them because they were pretty much state of the art at the time. Yeah, they were pretty neat. So I just like to see stuff like that being built, bridges and different things. When I was looking into some stuff for Chrono Mechanics, I was watching and seeing documentaries on like the Golden Gate Bridge and all the towers and huge buildings in New York, the Empire State, stuff like that, and pretty crazy. And so Chrono is kind of a celebration of working class Joes, just their pain in the ass job to keep the world running, make sure you have your power, make sure your car's running well, roads are maintained, all that stuff. So my dad was kind of one of those knuckle busters, wrench turners, fixing things, getting things done. Yeah, I probably would have gone that route in my life, but um, when I was in my early 20s, maybe late teens, I it was found that I had scoliosis. So I had my spine fused, and I have rods in my back and stuff. So it was impossible for me to do manual labor, which is pretty much all I was going to do with my life. I never really thought that drawing. Actually, these things are getting better. This one's looking. I think I warm up over time. Um, yeah, it was all I ever thought like that there was for me. Not that it's bad. It's not. I mean, I think people that fix your car and come repair stuff, and they're invaluable. Very, very important. I think sometimes in a modern society like ours right now, it's overlooked, and you think, oh well, they're a bunch of knuckle draggers or cavemen. But the thing is, in the big scheme of things, they're probably more important than most. And they get out there in bad weather, and make sure you have power, make sure the streets are, are repaired, and just there's all kinds of stuff that they do. They sometimes you don't even know. It just works. So when you see the things just kind of function the way they should, just always remember that somebody was kicking some major ass and making sure that things were working. Okay, so just about done with this one. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. The cops are after me. They found me. Yeah, let's put some little action lines in there. All right, these don't have my signature on them. I might come back and do the signature, but I kind of just wanted to get into this big ink mode. Let's go here. There you go. So we got one more done. So like I said, you guys, these are just like little freebies. These are freebies. So everybody that got a golden time card and filled it out and sent it in will get one of these drawings. So let me see if I have some of these prepared. And they're over here. Let me see. I think maybe they're over here. Oh, come now. I need to get my glasses. I can't see. Man, you guys are seeing order over there, but it is mayhem over here. It is crazy. Crazy like a fox. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This will be Doodle 3. Before I start this, let's see what you guys, I don't want to be antisocial. I don't want to be one of those guys. Joe Bernardo, what a cool name. Good job. That's HR Puffin stuff. Yes, indeedy do. Oh, let's see what Spirit's card. Only art can draw vampire cuter than slutty. Yeah, I'm not a slutty artist. I like to put people in the best light possible. I wonder if I ever had to really draw a slutty chick, if I'd be able to. What is this? I think he's talking about the cigarettes. I think it's a commodity that's traded worldwide. They like that tax revenue at the expense of the addicts who smoke them. Yeah, but they're also trying to shut them down. Like all those commercials, secondhand smoke, all that bullshit. Yeah, they're just trying to make people that smoke like out to be like they're evil. EVS regresses in his early streams style when he goes inward. Yeah, the thing is, that's how you usually work. So if you're not used to this, like a camera setup and all these other things, it's really weird. It's very artificial. So you kind of got to learn how to play up the camera. And I'm still learning, and I think Ethan's gotten very, very good at it. T-Bear live streams are hot, hot, hot. Showing some leg, gas explosion, shovel massacring rattlesnakes. Hell yeah, you get it all here. A little bit of everything. Wait a minute. Back in the vaudeville days, artists and cartoonists like McKay actually performed their drawings live on stage. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. So that's kind of like a convention. So at conventions, we all draw and try to entertain. Some of us are better than others. Okay. Let me see. Well, you guys have been busy. I will show you how. I will show you how. Yeah, that was the catchphrase. I'm not sure what that was. I will show you how. Oh, it just jumped. Do 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 do. No, just drunk raccoons. We had drunk. I don't know if it was a drunk raccoon, but we had a raccoon up to the back door. Um, oh, did it? It hailed in Austin last night. Oh shit, that's not cool, man. Yeah, I we have a 3-car garage, but it's still pretty tight. So I still park my car in the garage. I'd like to just keep it in the driveway, but I know that Texas has like just you guys get weird storm, or well, I guess I get weird storms. I should say now that I'm a Texan. Um, he makes it look like a chore. Well, I don't know. We all have different process, and also I'm drawing differently. Um, Johnny Rando, I don't need cigarettes to be evil. I have a God given talent. That's funny. You guys are awesome. That is cool. I like that. So Checkpoint says, "Oh, Johnny, are you back on the head sketch?" Yeah, I don't know, like all the cool like rock stars smoked, like Eddie Van Halen and what was his name, Keith Richards, and those guys. They would put their cigarette on the machine head of the guitar, and so then they would do their like shredding, and then they would just take a hit off the cigarette. I don't know. I never really wanted to smoke. It was just I just never really got the smoking bug. Um, but there were some cases where I thought, wow, smoking's kind of cool. I'm not trying to endorse smoking. I know this is not good for the children to hear, but you guys aren't kids and we're all adults, so I'm not trying to glorify it. Um, both my parents, my mom had complications and my dad had lung cancer, so I am not saying it's good, but I'm not saying it's evil either, and it's an individual choice. I think in this country, we should still be okay with individual choice. I do think the only place I thought that the government should get involved with cigarettes, and they did early on, that's how they sold it, just like COVID, like, we gotta, what is it? Minimize, like we gotta have this lockdown, so we minimize, the resource, like pull on the resources and stuff like that. And so, 1 month becomes 2 months, becomes, a year, becomes the mess that we're in now. So, like cigarettes was a slippery slope too. So, they first sold the agenda by going, it was kind of a public health thing, like smoking, what do they call those designated smoking areas and stuff like that. And I was kind of for that because I'm not a smoker, and when I eat and stuff like that, I don't like to smell cigarette smoke. If I go into a bar or like a nightclub or something like that, I expect it so I don't get uppity. But if I take my family to like a restaurant or something like that, I don't really want to smell that, cigarette and stuff. So, I understand that as a public health, like, and that's what the government should do is like, look out for, you know, people and just for public health and that type of thing. Um, but just like everything else, you give them an inch and they take a mile. They just got freaking nuts. Like, they just now making commercials about how cigarette smokers are killing babies as secondhand smoke and all this other shit. And I'm just like, come on, man, really? This is getting kind of nuts. And then they just, yeah, they tax the hell out of them and raise the cigarette prices. Like, oh, if we raise the cigarette prices, we'll keep them out of the hands of children. It's like, not really. Yeah, you're just basically, victimizing somebody who likes the product just because you don't like it or you want to try to control it. It's pretty nuts. Like I always thought like when that happened, I saw like early writing on the wall as far as what the government was capable of and what they were kind of going towards, just kind of controlling stuff to control it, when they had like mandatory helmets for motorcycle riders. Um, I think I had just sold my motorcycle at that point, so it didn't affect me. But I thought it's kind of a victimless crime. Like if you don't want to wear a helmet, then it's your it's your problem, it's your situation. Like if you don't see the merit in wearing something for your head, then that's a personal choice. You're not hurting anybody. Like when you smoke in public, you actually affect people, but not wearing a helmet, it only affects that person that's not wearing the helmet. So I always thought like that was something I didn't think that was cool. I didn't think the cigarette thing was, other than keeping out of public areas, or having designated smoking areas, which I think is fine. So I think they kind of sneak in and it's like, oh, this is for public welfare, or this is for this, or this is for that. And then once they get in, they don't want to let go of the power. And that kind of gets to be the problem. Like gas tax in California. Oh, this goes to repairing the roads and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but you never take the tax back. It's always there. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. This is just a temporary tax to help fix the roads, the infrastructure. And they're like, oh, I can get behind that. And then next year they say the same thing, and then so on and so forth. And before you know it, you're paying an astronomical amount in taxes. Yeah. I'm glad to be out of California because I didn't like that always, every year, just before summer, tax prices go or gas prices go up. And I think that's kind of criminal. Oh my gosh, let me see. Okay, I'm going to show this one off. Get this out of the way. There we go. Another Doug Doodle. These are pretty good. These are like free. These are freebies. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. So let me, this was going to be my last one, but I think I'll do one more and then I'll shut down the stream. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. It's always fun. So let me go back and see what you guys are talking about. I know I kind of went off the rails a little bit on the whole smoking thing, but that's how these streams always go. Yeah, maybe. You never know. Don't let the baby smoke. God, when I was a kid, I was talking to my wife. They had like candy cigarettes. Like you could actually pretend as a kid you could smoke cigarettes. And then they had stogies like cigars. And they even had a band on it. Like they were like, I think they were bubble gum. They were like a bubble gum stick. And then they had like a little band on it, like like I guess the fine cigars have little bands on it, and I remember even getting those for like trick or treat. Like you'd get like a little pack of cigarettes. They'd have like little mini packs of cigarettes, like the adult packs, and they would have maybe 6 or 8 cigarettes in them. It's so funny. That I think is probably not good. That could be, what do they call it now? Like grooming. That could possibly be perceived as grooming. Although, I don't think everybody that had those candy cigarettes became smokers. I didn't. So, you know, I just think what it does is it probably doesn't have a direct correlation, but it probably normalizes the thing. Like, cigarettes, everybody smokes, you know what I mean? So it kind of normalizes the activity. Um, so I think maybe that way the candy cigarettes and stuff is bad, but I don't think there's a direct correlation. Like if you had a candy cigarette that you were going to be a smoker, I just think it's one of those. I had fun. Like I would hold it, like pretend to smoke. Here's my pretend cigarette. Oh, ew, ew. You got to make that hoity-toity sound when you inhale. Yeah. And I did try cigarettes, and I'll tell you right now, my lungs, because my family, they were just chain smokers. My lungs were already like acclimated. Like when I took my first hit, I was like, who cares? Like I didn't cough, I didn't get sick, I didn't. There was nothing. I was like already like a pro. And I just remember just with my friends that there were 3 of us, and we lit up, and those 2 became cigarette smokers, but I didn't. So I never smoked, and I had candy cigarettes when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, it doesn't always mean something. I think people get kind of crazy sometimes. You know, but I can kind of understand it, but I don't think there's a direct correlation. Like I said, I think it's like with kids, I think it's more of just normalizing the behavior, so they never question it when they get older. And I think it's more of that than oh, they're gonna start smoking. Like all the stupid arguments, like oh, violent video games cause whatever. And I think that those arguments are really, or comic books, the Wortham seduction of the innocent stuff. Like, I just think those arguments are for the really, they only hold up if you're, I'm trying to be nice, like if you're just really simple and you don't really think about it. Because the thing is, if you look at the percentile, there's no way it's even close. Like, if you get one random like crazy kid shooter at a high school or something like that, and then you have like a billion people that have played the game, like cause and effect, really, I don't think you can even make that correlation. It's pretty crazy. I think what it does, just like with the cigarette, um, I think what it does is it might just normalize some of that stuff. Which what I mean by that with the video games or violence is that people might not be as adverse to the violence because they've seen a lot of it. So they're not taken aback by it or horrified like maybe they would be if they weren't, didn't play as many violent video games or see as many violent movies or whatever it is. But that to me is a completely different discussion. It's not, but it's not as sensational. It's not as news grabby. But that's just, man. I get some deep thoughts when I'm working. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Yeah. So I think some of that stuff's really dumb. I was watching these Stossel reports. Let me show you what I got here. And I saw they were talking about COVID, and they were talking about the experts, the scientists, that had predicted all of this major doom and gloom that was supposed to happen with COVID that just didn't happen. And then they went over like the bird flu, mad cow, all these other things, even like how there's like the environment, global warming, and then you have AOC saying, in 12 years, we're going to have complete, collapse, eco collapse, blah blah blah, and and then they had this guy talking. He was a scientist, and he was or research. I don't know what his expertise was, but he was saying, like, when these scientists say this, they go, you got to trust the science. You got to trust the science. It's the science. And he goes, what is the science? He goes, you know what? Most of the time, he goes, scientists can't even agree on what. He goes, the science, it's just science. It's not the science. It's not like, there's only one way of looking at it. It's like, it's just science. It's not the science. The science says this. When you phrase it like that, it sounds more like it's like fact, but it's really not. It's still open for a debate, and most scientists, that's what they do. One person has a theory, and then other scientists, go in and then they try to see if the theory holds water. So there's natural checks and balances with that stuff, or there should be. And with COVID, the other side was pretty much shut up, so they didn't no one got to hear the other side of the COVID argument. So then it just got passed as fact and wasn't questioned. And also, they said in that Stossel report that I thought this was interesting, perhaps more interesting than that, where they said that people, psychologically speaking, accept bad news more than good news. So if you were to say, like, everybody, like, within the next 10 years, the way this global warming is going to cure cancer. You know what I mean? Like it was a good effect instead of a bad effect. Nobody would buy it. But if you say, oh, the sun rays are going to kill you, they're giving you cancer, people are like, yeah, I can buy that. Like, they just buy bad news more readily than they do anything good. So if you're trying to sell an agenda, you usually don't sell it based on like anything good. It's usually something bad. I always remember the Megadeth songs, like peace sells, but who's buying? Like, if you could figure out a way to monetize, that stuff, then maybe you would have a completely different world. If people, could get behind, those more positive things, or stop selling things based on maybe a negative, then maybe you could have some change. But not all of that is bad either. But I do think it was interesting hearing that guy talk about the way people kind of work, their brains work, and that they accept the negative more so than the positive. And then I thought it was also interesting where they went through all these different predictions from, the science, and that community, and how often, I think almost all the time, they were wrong. They've been wrong every freaking time. So I don't even know why we give them any credit anymore. And I think that this is my conspiracy theory, and I'll get off the subject, is that the government actually wanted this to happen, because I think it was a way of controlling, and it was a great social experiment. If you look back, like, the way life will be, that we'll look back and we'll go, oh, yeah, this was the time where it was almost like, the War of the Worlds. It was kind of a hoax, and the governments were able to shut down the entire world, you know what I mean, based on kind of a hoax. I'm not, and I want to be clear. I'm not saying that COVID doesn't exist. I'm not saying that people don't get sick and they don't die, but they get sick and die from a lot of other things as well. Statistically speaking, getting in your car and getting on the freeway is more dangerous than COVID. I don't hear people saying, if we lose just one person on the freeway, that's not acceptable, or cancer. Like, make that decree with cancer and cure that. Where are these politicians with that? Say, if we lose one more person, that's unacceptable. We are going to find a cure for cancer within the next 6 months or a year or whatever. You know what I mean? But you don't hear that. So anyway, here is my last Doug for this live stream. So I hope you liked watching me doodle. Let's see if I can get a little closer in there. I do think I kind of get, like, they warm up. I warm up with these things. I forgot the shadow here. So there's a little shadow there under his chin. So yeah, I think these things look pretty cool, man. So if you guys have sent in your golden time card, then I am starting to work on these Doug drawings, and they will start going out as well. And I want to I'll just hold this up since there's no real backdrop. And well, maybe I could do this. I'll go back to the Chrono page. Oh, you guys. I was going through these things, and I was just like, holy crap, man. Let me see if I can, is this better? No, this isn't better. These cards and stuff came out so good. So these are all the Chrono cards here. And then we had guitar picks. Let's see here. It just slid. My thumbs don't work. It's going to be hard to open this thing up. There we go. Come on out. There we go. So there's the lucky, there we go. Lucky guitar pick. And then we got the button, the Team 9.2 of Sector 7 button. Yeah, I was just going through all this stuff, and I was like, wow, man, this is pretty cool stuff. This was for the second chance. So this was the free card giveaway. And then this was for the original black and white campaign. Had like stats on the back. And then I think we gave these away as a promotion. So they're like a oversized trading card kind of thing. So that was pretty cool. And then, like, these things are so cool. These patches, like this is the black and white patch. Which way does it go? This way. And then these, we actually like, these were a little small. We didn't really know how, like, the proper size. So when we made the new Chrono ones, we made them bigger. Look at that thing. The camera doesn't do it justice because it's kind of we made sure we looked at a couple different vendors. The stitching is gold, like it's actually reflective. So it's kind of a blue and gold, and then each one of these stars is the different color for the mechanics. So, red is Oot, blue is Caravaggio, purple is Zen, and green is Doug. So I thought these things came out really cool. And then this was and this one, I think if I kind of want to go back, like if we could sell these out and kind of remake them, but do them bigger, do them kind of in the more like Chrono size, because there's so much detail on that. Where's the camera? There's so much detail on this. The MI10 Anti-Robotics Division Task Force. And I think it came out great, but there's some compromise or some changes we had to make because the stitching, the detail wouldn't allow it. But if we went bigger, the stitching, we could do it. So I'm kind of hoping we can sell out of these because I'm going to reissue these for the new campaign, just so you guys can. I mean, just they're so cool. I want you guys to have these things. Yeah, so if we could sell out of them quick enough, it would be awesome to just go back to print or go back and make some more like bigger ones. I actually have water here. I should wash out my brush. Take care of your tools, you guys. Always take care of your tools, and they'll last longer. The patches are the best. Yeah, I ordered one of those construction vests, and I'm going. I'm gonna like iron. I believe these are iron on because they got like shiny backs. So I'm gonna see if Pamela. I'm gonna talk real nice to her and see if she'll iron one of these things on the vest. That'd be cool, and I'll wear it for a live stream. The patch was badass. Yeah, they came out so freaking good. The guitar pick was really, I really, really wanted the guitar pick. And I wanted to do as another stretch goal, I wanted to do air guitar strings. You know how like you can play like air guitar, just like that. And so it would be just like a baggie like this, and then it would have like a label on the top, and it would say air like guitars, and there would be nothing in the bag because they're air guitar strings. Get it? But I think I can start doing stuff like that now that it's branded a little bit more and you guys understand it. The concepts. Yeah, tuberculosis is still around, man. I remember in California there was an outbreak. It was kind of nuts. Oh, wait, what is this? If we're all going to die in 8 years, I might as well back Chrono Mechanics at the ultimate tier. Who needs the IRA? I like, and yeah, you guys, like Danky Frankie says, put your money where your mouth is. Everybody back the ultimate tier. The ultimate tier comes with all that stuff and more that I showed you guys. So it comes with the 8 or the 4 variants, and it comes with the work in progress sketchbook as well. And there are 4 trading cards in that tier that you can't get anywhere else. Johnny Randa, we're going back a little bit. Life philosophies patterned after Megadeth lyrics. Fully endorse it. I don't know, man. I was the right age when that came out. I thought it was a pretty cool observation. I'm sure he read it somewhere. I'm sure it wasn't his. So we have a shout out for the Woodlands, Oni64. Hell yeah, man. I'll tell you. It is absolutely gorgeous here. It rains, it gets green, it dries out. I just dig it. I dig it. And right now we have this stuff. What the hell is it called? It's pollen. It's actually like this greenish yellow powder that falls from the sky, and it gets on everything. And it's kind of gross looking, but I think it's just for this month, and it's almost like it's like a fertilizer. Just everything comes to life here, man. It's like, instead of bees going from, pollinating everything, it's just like a mass, like nuclear pollination. Like it's just like somebody drops a pollen bomb on the woodlands and everything comes to life. And I know I talk a lot about Texas and the woodlands, but I absolutely love it here. I think it's amazing. Art is the Jack Handy of Comicsgate. Yeah. Uh, what? I never heard that before. I'm not even going to say that out loud. Uh, So I guess it's a slutty. It's I don't know, man. Um, okay, so we're back on the violence in video games. Violence in video games. Don't let your kids play the games above their level. I approve of everything my son plays. Yeah, yeah. Actually, just show some parental guidance. That's all. It's getting harder as a modern day parent because the internet, kids can stumble upon all kinds of crap that they used to not be able to, or at least not as easily. So you really have to watch your kids, when they go on the computer. And yeah, I mean, if you're buying the kids video games, just don't buy them really violent stuff. And like you said, age appropriate. Always buy age appropriate. Oh, he was. Holy shit, dude. He was a cool smoker. Yeah, you know what? I used to, I think I remember a conversation with my dad. And, when TV and stuff like that, and different smokers on TV or in movies. And then my dad would go, that's not a real smoker. You can tell just the way they smoke. Like they're actors that don't know how to smoke. And I always thought that was an interesting observation. There is a way to do it and look cool, and there are some people that just don't know how to do it. Yeah, well, I'm not saying like safety belts. Safety belts, I think there are some, because I was talking about helmets. I was mostly talking about motorcycle helmets. I mean, it's stuff is to help children as a society. I think we should. I think like car seats for children are good. I think buckling children up is good. But if an adult doesn't want to buckle up, that's on them. You know what I mean? Like that's on them. That the outcome doesn't change. Um, and I think that we need to get, like, freedom of choice needs to exist. And if you're a bonehead and you don't see the merit of a safety belt, then that's on you. But as a society, I do think we need to endorse and enforce stuff that helps children. Definitely. And I'm sorry to hear this, man. That's absolutely horrible. But the flip side of this, no pun intended, and I didn't mean that. Trust me. Is there are people that are thrown from vehicles and they lived because they were thrown from the vehicle. So that does happen as well. So how they used to say, if it's your time, it's your time. So sorry to hear that, man. That's horrible. It's horrible to lose any loved one. Okay. When are you launching another campaign? Soon, soon. I'm trying to get Black and White ready. I got a bunch of stuff in the works. It's actually starting to connect and come to fruition. So once I get the whole book laid out, I think I'm about 15 pages shy of the whole page, just laid out, the whole book, and that's Black and White. Then I'm going to launch the campaign. The pre-launch page is going to go up soon, though, so I can start gathering some signatures. Oh, you and me both. That would be amazing. A Chrono Mechanics pinball machine. That would be really cool. That would be really, really cool. I don't know. Let me see if I can move the camera around. I have Doug as a mechanic, so that's a statue. The light's kind of blowing out the camera, but I do have a sculpt of Doug. So somebody told me that they can take that sculpture and they can like miniaturize it, I guess. So that's cool. Maquette, yeah, it was for animation. Yeah, when I had the Warner Brothers deal. So so you can draw from it. It's pretty cool. pretty cool. I have all 4 of the characters too. That's the only one that's assembled. I have uh, like an anvil case, I guess is what, like just a heavy duty case. It's like a Hollywood case. I don't know like how they move like props and stuff in. So I have a case and it's full of the other 3 pieces. So I have, because that's Doug, I have Caravaggio, I have Oot, and I have Zinn as well. That'd be cool. I'm not really a model maker anymore, but it'd be awesome to get somebody that could assemble those, and I would love to get them painted. I think painting them up would look cool. What is this? Amit, Liam needs to go away. He said he left CG yet keeps going on CG streams. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Let me see. Art, is there traffic in the part of Texas you live? A little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not like driving into Houston or anything like that. Yeah, I think let me read this one. Oh, here's a 3D printing. 3D print can revolutionize model making for artistic reference. Yeah, and the person I did talk to a friend of mine, and he said he could 3D print that Doug statue, but we would have to somehow 3D photo, like you have to like have like reference for it. So I don't know how you go about that. But he said if I had that, he could 3D print it. So that'd be pretty cool. The new 3D printers are pretty badass. Like the old ones they would stack, but the new ones are pretty smooth. I haven't read my Chrono Mechanics yet, but I like that you named the one guy Caravaggio one of my favorites. Yeah, yeah, you got to read it, man. I would love. I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry. Yeah, I'd love to see what you think. You need 3D. Yeah, there was. What was that guy's name? Model 380 something. He was Comicsgate, and he started working on like black and white statues. He had white, almost completely a digital model made of her, and but I don't know whatever happened because I think what he was trying to do is he did a crowd fund for a 3D printer, and he had like these 3D like challenge coins or something like that. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Do I have them? I used to have them on my desktop, just a copy of them. But those things were pretty cool. I wonder whatever happened with that because that would have been neat. Yeah, he had like 3D coins. I think they call them challenge coins, or I'm not sure what they're called actually. So I had a black and white one he made, a Chrono Mechanics one he made. It had like a gear outlined. It was really cool. I think there was like a graveyard shift one. There were a couple. I think maybe there was a Red Rooster one. This was like really early Comicsgate stuff, and I thought it was really cool. I thought that guy was ambitious and had the right idea, but I don't know whatever happened to that guy. Where are you, Checkpoint? Oh, sorry. Slow down. Are you in Houston? Because the traffic's pretty good here. It's not bad. But I'm also coming from Southern California, where the traffic is horrible all the time. I don't have a campaign page yet, so that's going to be going up soon. So the black and white campaign pre-launch will go up, and then I'll start announcing what you'll get for the pre-launch sign up. So usually they'll give away either early access or like a trading card or something like that for signups. So we're going to do something like that as well. No, I'm in Colorado. Oh, okay. That's weird. All right, you guys. Well, I am going to wrap this sucker up. Thank you so much for letting me doodle for you. One last peek. at what I had been doing. So here is the D from Chrono Mechanics. If you sent me a time card, a golden time card, you will get one of these drawings. So very good. Thanks again, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the hang. And I think tonight is a professionals, and I believe it starts 8, 7. I don't know actually. It's going to be on. Let me see. I can go to the green room while we're talking. It's going to be on Aaron Lepresti's channel tonight. So if you don't know what oh my gosh, Professional Spilling the Ink is all about, it's Graham Nolan, it's Dan Frega, it's Aaron Lepresti. Who else is in there? There's Andy Smith, Billy Tucci is in there. So we all kind of hang out, and we do a show called the Professionals, and we kind of there's nothing on in the green room yet, so I'm not sure what time it's starting tonight. So yeah, we whoever's hosting picks a subject, and then we talk about the subject for about an hour and a half, and it's a lot of fun to get like some of these guys' points of view on different things, like their favorite covers. I did one where it was like your favorite all-time covers when you were a fan, and then your favorite covers when you were a professional that you actually drew. So I did that on my show, I think a few weeks ago. Last week, I think we did a drinking stream on Graham's. I think it was on Friday. And so I think tonight's subject on Aaron Lepresti's channel is favorite illustrators, I think. So that should be fun. Favorite illustrators of all time. Yeah, so come by, hang out with us, and every week we go to a different channel. So every week we have different host. So I think Aaron's next, then Dan Frega, Andy Smith, and then Billy Tucci, and then it reverts back to me. I think I started it, so it'll revert back to me, and that'll be in a month or so. So it's a lot of fun, you guys. If you have time, come by tonight. Heckle Aaron, he loves it. He loves the heckling. So come by, check it out. It's a lot of fun. So thanks again for hanging, you guys.